I
Good
just
to
checked on
you.
the computer today, so it was saying it was muted and shit. And I'm like, I'll just wait till I talk and see if they can hear me.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say you're back. We got the old backdrop back with the bobbleheads in the background.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking those guys. Ayana just won this fucking penguin yesterday. The penguin in a fucking black collector's box.
Yeah.
You know, one of
Boston's got
those.
a stack limit, like a
It
stack
was
limit.
random. It's like a skill tester, but it's like a plastic stick, and it goes across and then up, and it has to go through a slot and push the box out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like fucking hell, like, we're sitting there, and like the slot's like 1 millimeter bigger than the plastic rod that comes out, and fucking boom, slots us straight through. We started screaming because we just didn't expect it to happen. Yeah, won the fucking penguin. Let's go. It was a good win. Good
Mrs.
win.
has got a Lewis Hamilton one. He's actually has the car, and here's the bobblehead on the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Mine are all zombies. I got the zombie Thor and zombie fucking Iron Man and all that.
yeah. They're
Just one of
collectibles.
those preps that, like, you don't prep, you buy shit you don't need.
Yeah,
And
everything.
for some reason, about 3 or 4 years ago, it was zombie fucking pops. And I don't know what. So I started like having these carts, and I'd have like zombie Deadpool and zombie Wolverine and fucking these other ones. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get this mad collection. And luckily, comp came around, and I'm like, what are you doing? Just deleted the shopping
Yeah.
cart. And it's like, I'm not face. We'll spend about $200 in pops.
Mm.
It's funny how I was just literally talking to Miss the other day because how we got home just before going from the gym, and I'm like, I put my meal there, and then I start going on my phone. I just even think about my meal because I just don't want to eat.
Yeah.
But then, like in prep, I'm like, get home, like, oh, you don't chuck the phone away. I'm worried about the food. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely different. I'm just like, oh yeah, got to eat it, procrastinate.
How's the
Yeah.
arm going?
Yeah, good. It's nearly back to full strength. Like it's got you can flex it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can press as much as I can in
Yeah, I
machines.
saw the video. Yeah.
Yeah, not dumbbell though. Dumbbell about 40 kilos. It's like it still shakes. It's not used to the strength.
Yeah.
I'll slowly work that back up. But isolations where I notice it the most are still maybe I don't know up to about 60% strength of the good side now.
It's still pretty quick, man.
Yeah, it's only been 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's not fucking bad.
I don't reckon it'll be 100% to like week 26. Like then I'll actually be able to like full press hard
Yeah,
and
yeah.
full
You
isolation. Yeah.
all this surgery and stuff, you've got to deal with the mental aspect too, you know. If a knee or if anything gets repaired, you've got to get past the mental hurdles as
Mm.
well, where you actually have the balls to fucking,
Yeah.
like
I'm scared. I'm scared
something.
when I'm
Yeah,
pushing
fucking oath you would be. Like as a
it.
kid, all my broken bones were more like as a kid. Like they were the bad broken bones. And even then, like, you get a cast off your leg or cast off your arm and that, like you're fucking scared to do anything with it for a little
Mm.
while. All my stuff as an adult, like with fighting, and that was more like fractures and stuff. You take a bit of time. They weren't like serious, like snapped bones. I dodged a lot of like real bad ones.
Yeah.
But like that stuff like you did, like a surgery to repair it, yeah, you got to get past that fucking game.
Yeah, like imagine like a compound fracture where your bone actually comes out your leg.
Yeah.
Like imagine
Oh,
having
okay,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine doing like a squat and like your femur comes through your skin, and then you're like,
Mm.
I'm not squatting, I'm not squatting anymore. You'd be so scared to load up ever weight ever again. You're like, the whole image of just the bone shredding out your leg. You're like, I'm fucking no.
Yeah. Fuck. My broken arm, the worst one was in year six. Just would draw a line in the bark and see how far away from the monkey bars you could jump and still grab it.
Oh,
And I've drawn this line fucking miles away. I'm the smallest kid in school. I don't know what I'm doing. So I draw this line in the bark and I'm sprinting at it, leap. Can only reach with one hand, so I got it with one hand, but I swung right underneath. And this hand, I landed on that hand and folded back
oh,
against the
Oh,
arm there and just snapped. The radius and ulna were both snapped. So they were up here and my hand was like 3 inches below my arm.
oh,
It wasn't attached anymore.
yeah.
So, but I never saw it. Like I bounced off the ground and straight away I'm like, I need to go to the sick room and just started walking straight to the sick room in school. They're like, what brings you? Oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna ring mum. She takes me to hospital, fuck, and they just load me up with syringes and that, and then sent me to Flinders Hospital, and then I had to have surgery and everything on that fucker. So yeah, that was
What
the
happens?
oh
Like, yeah, we don't realize as kids what happens with that. Who pays for all that? Is that just still public
yeah,
expenses?
yeah.
Your
It's
parents
like
don't incur a cost. Yeah.
because it's like it's an emergency at that point. Like it's they just fit you in. So by the time I broke it, must have been like at the end of recess or lunch, something like that. But I wasn't in surgery till about 10:30 at night because you got to like fast and that before
Mm.
they put you under and everything. So, they just fill you up with a heap of fucking drugs and you've got your bandage and yeah, you just sit there. You can't feel it because they've
Yeah.
got all the good shit. But yeah, I mean, it's just public into Flinders and I was out the next day. Mum got me a twirl, I think it was. I remember getting a chocolate for that one.
That was
Didn't
worth
get
it.
them often. Another time I ran in, mum won a game of volleyball, got so excited because her team was terrible. Me and my brother used to sit in the bowling alley next door, play arcades. And she got so excited, she ran out to the car and drove home. And fuck it. So we're like, oh, it must be time for mum to finish volleyball now. So we ran from the bowling alley to where volleyball was. She wasn't there. We're like, fuck, she must have gone to the bowling alley looking for us. And as we were sprinting back to the bowling alley, there's a wooden pole, and I've just turned the corner and ran straight face first into this wooden pole, knocked myself out, and I'd split all the back of my head open. She gets home, realizes we weren't in the car, fuck, gets back, and there's me on the ground, like all fucked out, covered in blood. She took me to the doctor, got stitches in it. I got some Batman cards for that one. So yeah, I fucking
I, I remember my brother did we had a slippery dip over a sandpit, but there was a brick garden bed behind it, and he was climbing up. I don't know, he slipped off and he fell back and hit his head right on the angle of the brick, and that split open hell bad. And I remember like his face looked at me. I was like looking for my reaction because he was young, and I'm just like, because I knew Dad was gonna blame me somehow.
yeah.
I'm like fucking ran inside, Dad. He's like, shut up, I'm on the fucking phone. And I'm like, no, Matt's please open. He's like, go away. I'm like, Matt fucking hurt himself. And Matt runs in, there's just like blood running down his head. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Mom, I was more worried about my nose from the pole because that was all I could feel when I sat up. I didn't realize I was knocked out for maybe 7, 8, 9 seconds. And when I got up, like all my face was fucking sore. And my brother goes, "Oh fuck, you got a blood nose." So I started crying because of that because I was like 9. And, oh no! Didn't realize that you'd smash the back of your head on the concrete like that. That part must have happened. I must have been already out from hitting the
Yeah.
pole, and I never felt hitting the
You
ground.
thought it'd be throbbing though. You thought it'd be throbbing.
No, at that time, I remember my face hurting like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later, but the stitches when because they inject the numbing
Yeah, the
solution like,
local.
into the
Yeah.
wound. Fuck, I remember that, man. I still remember that fucking hurt. That was like someone was putting their finger in your cut. Like it was
Yeah.
fucked.
Because the skin on the head's so like easy to split
Yeah,
because
it's
it's so
nothing
thin.
there.
Yeah, I've
And
split eyebrows in fights heaps. Yeah.
have
As
you?
soon as you get punched there, bang, it just splits. So I've had stitches here.
Had a couple in the eyelid, but nothing good, nothing big. Like
Yeah.
maybe that last one was probably not even 5 mil. I'll tell you about that one when we tried to rip it open and get the insurance.
No. Don't put
Combined
insurance jobs on here.
combined insurance, I think they've gone under now because they were the only insurance company that would do like professional motocross riders
Oh,
and
okay.
professional fighters. And so we bought that and a facial scar of, I think it had to be 2 centimeters or 2.5 centimeters, and it was $5,500 payout. And yeah, we did this fight up in Cairns, and I got a little cut in the eyelid. It might have been like 4, maybe 5 mil, nowhere near. And they're just like, fuck, let's rip it open. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're just like, oh, you're still full of adrenaline. You won't feel it. They're like, that's what, what's his name? Uh, John Wayne Parr. They're like, he did that. He got his cut in Thailand and then flew back to Australia. And then they just let it split open in the expiring session. He got the insurance. I'm like, oh, fuck. So really? They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck. I held the eyelid and I think Benny Mortimer pulled the eyebrow. Dude, it didn't move one millionth of a millimeter. It fucking hurt like shit.
Yeah.
I said, there's no fucking way. I was no fucking way. I said, adrenaline bullshit. I said, we're not doing this. That fucking hurt. It just left it. Said, fuck you, $5,500. I don't want it.
That reminds me of when you're a kid, you used to flick your eyelids inside out. Yells. Remember?
Fuck. Did anyone watch the show today?
I've seen bits of it.
Yeah, well, the full reruns on Phil Ad's YouTube channel.
Saw that. I just watched the
Which show are you talking about? Are you talking about our Melbourne show, or are you talking about the Detroit?
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit first, and then we'll get to Melbourne because I do want to pay props to Ryan down in Melbourne as well.
We got to acknowledge our show though.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. Well, how big did Martin look?
Yeah.
Martin looked crazy, yeah.
He looked fucking, and he was furthest from the camera. What the fuck? He looks huge, bro. He looks fucking huge.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
prepped.
Grego won.
Grego looks wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grego looks fucking
Yeah, that was
wild.
deserving.
And he looks big, man.
Shout out to Dean's guy,
Yeah.
Daniil. Yeah, he got third. That's wicked.
Oh, yeah?
Mm.
Fuck.
I was gonna say, did they do the race, Paul and Ian?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
Bro, how crazy.
That's good. Look at that, bro.
He looks
I know,
like he
you've seen that.
he looks
James,
like he was in like 2019 when he was like full blown.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know
that's
what you
weird.
So it looks
I know
mad.
fucking that side chest, especially, bro.
Mm.
That was massive. Oh, look
Like
at his legs there.
he's still got like a couple of little areas that are down, but like he looks like his legs have come up back to where they used to
Yeah.
be.
The thing is yeah, that they're
I think
not
his lats are down a little bit still, but
they're
that's
not what
man,
they
he
used to
looks
be, but the
wild.
fact that he lost shit and he's got it back to close
Yeah,
what it was,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. Normally once you start losing it, like that's the beginning of the end, you
Mm.
know. But he somehow lost a bit and got like nearly all of it back. Legs look sick.
If you go on bodybuilding without borders page, for maybe.
I want to see if this Ian runs on there. And when they going to do
Oh,
some kind of thing that, remember they had to smell some kind of fish can or something? They
I'm
were going
gonna
to
eat it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
scrummy.
they'll probably do that live.
I've seen, have you ever watched videos of cunts doing that?
The fish thing.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Martin. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
That
that's
is
crazy.
massive. He's fucking massive.
That Martin was outsizing
He
Samson.
looks.
That's nice.
Yeah, they both.
I don't know if Samson's going to win the Olympia.
I don't think
All
so.
right. I mean, look, you got to remember after he competes, he's off.
Yeah,
So there, he doesn't care. He'll do a guest pose, and look his worst. It doesn't bother him. So look, we've seen him the last however many comps always be one of the biggest there and everything. So you know, if Martin's full of sauce now and outsized him, shredded on the diet, and Samson's been off for just a few weeks, you know,
yeah.
it hasn't been training, having a break, it can happen.
There might be some no name come out and win it all.
Martin good.
This is cool. They had the winner of bodybuilding in the classic guy.
Yeah,
I love that. Hey,
here's a wild prediction for this year. Top two of the Olympians is going to be Martin and Derek.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Yeah, if that Derek that showed up at the Arnold's turns up again, then
Well, now that Derek's doing Pittsburgh, we'll see more of him on stage. Apparently, he's doing New York Pro as well.
Samson just needs to clearly show he can find another 0.5% of body fat or something that comes off. Who's going to coach Hardy? Because if crispy front and back Hardy turns up, then
yeah, that like last year's Arnold, that versus Hardy, yeah.
So if someone new gets their hands on Hardy and really gives him all their attention and that turns up again, then
yeah. See, Hardy can definitely win again.
Yeah. So balanced, both of them. I mean,
I prefer Martin over Samson.
I do because I think he's got better lats. But I mean, that's two of probably the most balanced bodybuilders we've got. Martin's back double's better, and his lat spread. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Samson's wider, but Martin's comes out from low.
Yeah, he's Martin's 7 weeks out as well.
Yeah, it looks wild.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The next
I
couple
think,
of
yeah, Martin versus Derek is going to be interesting. I don't think Nick's going to be close to these guys.
yeah, it's just
I
hard.
think Martin's going to leapfrog
I
Nick.
think, and perfectly on Nick beats whoever's off.
Mm.
So out of that top four guys, if they're all on, Nick's fifth. You know what I mean?
And I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
like. Do you
I think
definitely
it'll
like
be like
Grego?
Nick and Vito and
Yeah,
Martin and Derek.
That's a good battle
yeah.
because Vito's detail is wild.
Is
Yeah.
is Carrizo doing it as well?
Yeah, I don't think he'll beat any of them.
He's 17th.
I think he'll be fifth.
Whose physique do you like better out of these two?
Oh, Grego.
Yeah,
Grego looks sick,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's
Yeah.
nice as fuck.
Wesley's legs are too. I don't know. His legs just too weird shape.
It just draws too much of your attention away.
Yeah,
Keep looking at his legs and how they're not there. And you forget like how fucking good his upper body is.
mm. If he had nice quad sweep, it'd make his waist look slim. He'd be all right. But he needs to build the legs.
Could he put more on the legs though and still make weight?
Probably not. I doubt it. I'd
I
say
don't
he'd be
think
close
Wesley's
to
struggling to make weight.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Well, then fucking load him up, Wes. Fill him with the fucking jelly.
Well, I think that's why
Fill him with Zinto.
I think that's why he's taking this year off.
Oh, he's gone
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
This was his last show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's
He
just
said
hiring.
the word was whether he won that show or not, he was gonna take the
Take
year
some
off.
time. He needs to hire Tom Platts just to fucking scream in his ear.
Some plats.
Imagine getting Platts for a PT session. Dude, he doesn't give a fuck. You're spewing. You're spewing.
Do it after a full day work as well.
Dude, he'd make you do like 60 reps of your fucking 10 rep max or leg press or something.
Like, we'll do leg press for 30 minutes today. I'm like, oh, yeah, so 4 sets. He goes, no, the whole 30 minutes.
It just you're not re-racking it,
The whole 30 minutes.
With his fucking suspenders on, fucking screaming at you.
He's, if you're not prepared to die today, I'm not prepared to coach you. That's what it's.
Little Miles,
But yeah, does anyone know the winner of men's bodybuilding?
bodybuilding. He
Yeah,
was,
this guy here.
yeah, he looks good.
I've never seen him before.
No, I don't know him, but he looks good.
He's
About 4 weeks of nationals.
yeah. So this super heavy. So yeah, this must be the overall one.
Yeah, Demetrios.
Yeah, super heavyweight.
Looks nice. The details. There's still 3 weeks to go.
Yeah,
Looks pretty balanced in the couple of shots I've seen. Well, that's a pretty decent shot, man.
yeah.
He's in shape. His glutes are fucking pretty hard.
I wonder how tall he is.
He's the tallest there, isn't he? Or has he just stepped back closer?
Well, he's next to Tony. Looks about the same height, a little bit shorter.
Yeah, Tony was shooting, so he'd be about the same height as Tony then, yeah.
How tall's Tony?
5'10", 11?
Mm.
Well, he's tallish, but not tall.
At least they had a good. Looks like they had a good mix of bodybuilders. I don't think we're
Yeah,
gonna.
no, I reckon he looks pretty good, eh? I
Yeah.
reckon he looks pretty good. So I'll be excited to see him at Nationals.
Where's
I
he?
don't know who he is either personally, but like
Yeah.
from that,
Does he
reassured.
is he tagged like an Instagram page?
No, that's what I'm trying to look.
Maybe in the comments, has anyone commented and tagged him? Jim Mara, I just started following him.
Let's see here.
Was that who I just started following? Yeah. I just
Yeah,
started
that is
following him
him.
yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I'm already
He popped up,
following.
and I seen who was already following me. I looked and I went, oh, I didn't realize it was him. Yeah, he's got a sick physique.
Mm.
Yeah, I was having a look at his wall last night and I was like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll follow him. Yeah, he looks real good.
Yeah,
See how big he looks against the others, but I mean, balance and everything. Yeah, he's got a real nice physique.
yeah.
It's
Good on
nice.
him. See how he does in nationals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking nice. Good work. And little Miles took the overall bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and
Nice.
Lisa smoked the
and Lisa fucking yeah. How good does she look, bro?
yeah, she looked nuts.
Who's
Oh,
this?
that's sick.
Rose bikini. There's a fit model as well, wasn't
Oh, is there a fit model we can look
there?
at?
Is this it here?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, there.
yeah,
Yeah.
fit model overall champ. Nice.
Oh, that's that little
This girl here.
She started following me about 2 days ago. Is that her? What's her name?
Yeah. Very first fit model champ. This girl.
Oh no, not her.
There's no updates. Okay.
Yeah, so what's the look like? Is it like,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at her page to
yeah.
see. No, because there's not much pictures here.
What's that one top
This one
right?
here. So I don't want to see the three thing.
Ah, that's that. Yeah. I mean, look, she looks in shape and everything, but yeah, I wonder.
Is there more down for? Oh, here you go. She's like,
Like you say, like if you see it, it's a fucking
yeah,
nice physique. It's just hard to say it's a bodybuilding show, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah, I can see that. I
yeah.
get the idea
Jeez.
They got the bigger undies on. Look at the big grundies.
now. Yeah, they'd be upset about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. This wellness girl looked all right.
Yeah, she's good.
I think wellness is gonna have some good competitors this year.
Wellness is going to be wild. You got Caitlin
Yeah,
looking
especially
real
the
good.
Queensland
George
show.
is looking sick. This girl
Oh,
looks pretty good.
yeah, you can actually see in the back there, the video, like the flex leg at the back section, got a few quadrations.
Yeah.
I don't want, I respect for wellness because they're a bit lean. You know, it's hard to get that fullness with that condition.
Oh, this is good. And when you stand next to the pro wellness girls, they're not fucking small upstairs.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
They're pretty fucking jacked.
This lighting doesn't do the
It's pretty good.
competitors like any justice for the condition.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same stage as nationals, so we'll see.
Because I've
She looks
seen I've
all
seen
right.
Lisa in the gym and she is like peeled out of her mind. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not
This girl looks
Like,
all
that
right
looks nice.
here.
That
it's
shoulder
not
looks
showing
thick.
here.
Yeah, and shoulder looks good there, bicep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the midsection, it looks washed out. Like
Yeah.
the lights
Yeah.
might be a bit too much overhead, maybe.
That might be just the way the photographer set up the lighting on his camera as well.
Maybe, yeah. It's hard. It's always hard to know.
I had to go to a wedding last night.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't go home till 12. I'm like, man, I hate going to bed late. It's down McLaren Vale, so you know it's an hour drive home. I didn't want to leave too early, so I left at like 10 to 11. And I had to drive my mate home who was drunk. So B followed me home.
Oh, bro, I
I
can't
dropped
deal with
him off,
that.
and then yeah,
Could you imagine being a fucking Uber driver?
I can't deal with that. I can't deal with being around
Drunk
like people who are
cunts and
drunk.
just everything. You just be like, fuck, dude, just don't talk to me.
Especially when like when I'm sober, I
Yeah.
can't handle it.
that's when everyone starts getting a bit rowdy. That's when I sort of shove off.
Yeah.
Who who won the classic physique?
Uh,
Physique looks pretty deep.
you know, it's funny as well. I brought a meal because obviously the wedding started at 4 or whatever. It was dinner, so I had this like I was eating in the car park. Everyone was walking into the wedding, and I'm just eating my chicken meal.
Did you eat the food at the wedding?
Yeah, because it was shit. It was like the entree was like this small bit of pasta, and the main was literally just like a grilled chicken breast. That's
Right,
it.
yeah.
And plate. And I was like, I'm just gonna eat it. I'm not fucking packing 2 meals. Couldn't be bothered. Like my meal that I was skipping anyway was a high calorie meal,
Would have
and
been
I
more
probably ended up
calories
eating
than what
less.
you had. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got home and had a protein shake and a piece of fruit because I was like 12 o'clock. I'm like, I think it's protein.
Did old mate win Masters again? What's his name?
Yeah, lucky. You lucky?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, Harry Vlahos.
Mm,
Comes in and wins every Masters.
mm. That's me soon.
Loves it. He ain't
Soon, Masters,
retiring soon. He fucking loves bodybuilding. And look, he's jacked as shit.
Yeah. So this
He's
is
huge.
This is the classic guy, I think. The classic overall. I don't like this 3 video thing. I can barely see what's going on. Can I zoom in? Oh, here we go.
Like it's a good post, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah, so he looks alright. He's got not bad shape. I think I've seen him before.
He won overall. Yeah, right. Nice.
Mm. I like the picture, there's normally like when they show the three of them all in a row.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have that. Like this one, but from front on, they normally have it front on.
That front on, I reckon. The side of his leg looks good in that. I reckon
Yeah.
he'd look real nice if we could get
Yeah.
a front on shot. Yeah. Sick little bicep peak on him.
Mm. Yeah, so it should be
All
good.
the top of his quad into his hip and that there was all fucking lean.
Mm.
So yeah, good job, man.
Yeah, he is. This is his actual routine. Oh yeah, he is.
His
So
legs are shredded. Have a look at that fucking rear teardrop.
who's next up? Next weekend?
Us.
South
I think
Australia.
per Saturday,
Adelaide.
Adelaide, Sunday.
Yeah. And then we'll go Sydney, Brisbane, or Sydney, Queensland.
Yeah, this guy looks alright.
Yeah, must be, yeah.
Mm.
You're going to Nationals and Queensland, Ken?
Yep. Yeah, I just booked flights and accommodation yesterday.
Yeah, I was just looking at him just saying I'll get it all done tomorrow, I think. I think I'm gonna stay with Logan.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're
No physique girls.
flying down on Thursday morning and coming back Monday afternoon. Monday evening.
Yeah. No, I'm literally gonna leave like Saturday lunch and come back Monday morning because the kids
Oh,
will crash at a friend's place.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can get them to school. They live right next to the school. So they
Yep.
can have a sleepover, get them to school, and then I'll pick them up. So
Yeah, that's
I'll
cool.
look after Michaela until she flies out, the rest of me. And then as soon as I land, I'll go straight and see her in person and
Yeah.
see where she's at. But by then we've done FMG here and the Queensland State Show. So it'll be just a matter of just rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting weekend. We'll be at the SA show.
Yeah. I think that's going to be decent. I think a fair few people are traveling down for it now.
Yeah, in bodybuilding.
Josh is coming down to do Classic.
Yeah, I think I don't know many bodybuilders doing it.
Bodybuilding, you'll have Cam probably be pretty hard to fucking beat.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much.
He's looking really good, man.
He's got the trophy at the moment, unless someone surprises us.
Is that Josh Andrews going to do South Australia?
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know a few girls are. I can't remember who, but I just know I've heard in the grapevine at points that a couple of girls are going down to do it.
I was thinking I might do next time I do a state show doing Perth as well. Because I've never been to Perth and I've always wanted to go to Perth just to see the city.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's a cheap holiday for you.
yeah. If it's the same weekend though, I probably wouldn't. If it's a different
It's
weekend,
rough.
if it's a different weekend, I will.
But big shout out to Ryan Underwood today. At the fact he even fucking competed and got up on stage. He got food poisoning Wednesday and he lost 8 kilos in the last 3 days.
8 kilos.
He
Geez.
would have been
It fucked him. Yeah, it fucked him.
Shredded.
Like he got it. He said, "Fuck it, I'm here," and he did it anyway. Basically, nearly passed out on stage. He reckons. So
Yeah, it would be
I've written
hell
to him.
dehydrated.
I've written to him. He hasn't written back yet. I'm assuming he's probably getting a fucking IV drip in him if he's fucking smart, getting some help. But yeah, like that shout out. He's just old school, man. He said he was going to do it. He'll finish it, but I don't know what that means about nationals. I don't know how much that's damaged him or if he'll be fine. So
He might be fine.
he might be fine. Yeah.
That's like the Fuad story when he's like wake up having an insulin crash and he's like,
Yeah.
"Let's have a look."
Yeah.
But no, he'll probably get an IV in him now. He can drink and everything. I mean, look, he was pooed out of his mind, but he looked small. Like he's a lot bigger than what he showed today,
Well,
which is unfortunate. So
Yeah, he'll fill back out.
If
yeah,
he lost 8 kilos, and that probably wasn't even him, full. So 8 kilos plus say 3-4 kilos of fullness is probably down 10-12 kilos stage weight.
yeah. Yeah. So just a big shout out, man, because a lot of people, if the world's not perfect, they don't have the balls to go out there and take the criticism of people, and anyone in the game knows that he's got a fucking good physique and he'd normally be bigger and better than that. So just kudos to him getting out and having a crack.
Yeah, definitely always hard when you go through that kind of stuff.
Look, if you could make it to nationals without doing a state show, he probably would have pulled the pin. But I think it's probably a sign that he does want to do nationals, like fucking, to get the state show done regardless. Because, like you say, it's
Oh,
4 weeks.
dude, you got 4 weeks, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you can relax, you can do what you need to do, and yeah, just eat back up.
Mm.
You might even be able to nearly eat for the whole 4 weeks. It's just like these
You might even have
high
got
days, yeah.
some free fat loss. Now,
Yeah.
now he's ready to roll.
Basically, just now.
Just eat at about 80%
Yeah.
off, about 80% of maintenance, and just fucking cruise at that for the next 4 weeks. Come in nice and full.
One of his best look yet.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'll tell you what, it'd be stress free.
And then he'd be like, all I gotta do every prep is get food poisoning.
You just eat 3,200 every day, no high days, no low days. Beautiful. That'd be great.
Yeah, how both your preps going?
Good.
Yeah, mine's off to a fucking roaring start.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, dude, I lost like 3 kilos this week.
Yeah, it's always like that at the
I
start.
went from like 102.5 and today I was 99.1. So yeah, like
now you'll just start recomping at that for age.
Yeah.
Then you'll have a drop again and recomp at that.
Yeah, like last Saturday I was 102.5 and today I'm 99.1.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Mine, I did the first check-in with Logan last Wednesday, I think. And we just looked at it. We want to just be on the same par as what we were last prep. We just liked how like easy it was at the end. But basically, like we were just saying with Ryan, like just how easy we just run it's like peak weeks. You'd eat low Sunday to sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, high days, and then sort of low. So that, and we just sort of did that for like 8 weeks in a row. But we're at a certain point at 10 weeks out, so we just jumped on the gas now, and we'll be exactly on track. We're just probably a little bit behind that. Not behind as far as prep terms talk, but I wanted to match where we were that last one. It was like I liked where we were. It was so easy mentally knowing you were just at 2-3 weeks in front. It was nice. Yeah, we'll do that now. But I was keeping it pretty quiet because like I said, if certain people find out, they're just gonna try and sabotage it, and well, they've found out now, and the games have fucking begun. So
yeah, fair.
It's fucking. It's it's just flat out wanting to sabotage it, make it so you can't go and all that sort of stuff. So I'm nearly there. By this week, I should have everything, all the T's crossed and I's dotted, and everything. And then I can say what I'm doing, and just relax because I don't care. They can throw whatever spanners they want in the works. It's irrelevant to me, but nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't care. Once I get in that plane, see you later.
Well, it's just nothing. It's just it's just weird. It's just weird behavior, to want to be like that towards someone. So you've got to ignore it and just know that it's not about you. You've just got to say, look, at this point, like you literally just sit at home, do nothing. You just work, play with the kids, take them to school, go to the gym. That's literally your entire life. The only drama I have is if I have people chasing them coming after me. These people, and I'm like, fuck off, leave me alone. I want nothing to do with it.
It's immature though.
So literally, my life's drama free. So
it's just up to you not just to not feed it as least.
You just can't. You just say like, yeah, it's all good. It's all right. You don't have to like it. It's fine. So yeah, and that's it. Once all the kids looked after and it's finalized and everyone's got their ability to help, then I could just be like, yep, sweet. Here's the dates. Here's what's going on. And you guys, if you want to be a part of it, that's all cool. If not, it's okay. The kids already looked after. I don't need to. I don't need the help. So if you're thinking you can upset the apple cart by offering it and then taking away the last minute, it's okay. I've already got that covered. That was actually plan A. So there's just certain actions. If there's repeated actions towards things, it's like, cool, if you keep falling into it, it's entirely your fault. And so it's like, cool, well, I'll plan for bad happening. And if it doesn't, that's amazing. And if it does, it's not your fault anymore. You planned ahead. So
they would say prepare for the worst, but plan for the best.
Yeah, and it's like people do it all the time. You see people out there all the time, like, oh, my missus cheated on me this many times. One man, it's like, well, after once, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Fool me once,
sit back, look at
shame on
yourself about what was it about me that made me think looks were so important or social status was so important or what made me keep falling for the light. Like the more you look at it and realize it's your fault that all this shit happened for choosing someone like that in the first place and that it's good. So now when I look back, it's like, cool, I can't allow myself to be fooled anymore because it's entirely your fault. You're being a moron. Like it's your
Yep.
dumbass fault. So
you.
plan ahead, you have everything done. Hopefully, it's all good there, and that's amazing for everyone. But if it's not, if the repeated actions repeat again, well, that's cool. You've covered it now.
People love the victim mentality.
It is. I think what was it? What was I talking about the other day? It's this over categorization, which is like all men or all women. If you
Mm.
say something about your missus, and everybody is just like, yeah, all women are this. But then that's just a lack of accountability to look at it. It's like, yeah, but you're chasing these women that are
Yeah.
apparently all so horrible. You know what I mean? Like, have a look at yourself and have a look at what you're finding important. So you stop choosing all of these apparently horrible people. And I think if people just sort of sat back and literally said, well, all right, I chose a fucking cheater or I chose an abusive person or I chose this. What is it about me that rated, yeah, like their looks or whatever
Yeah.
above what's actually fucking important and go away and sort of work on that. But
Yeah. I,
accountability is a big one.
I always dated younger women. Never worked out. As soon as I date an older woman, I marry
Yeah.
her.
What's the age difference between yous?
3 years.
She's older?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only older chick I've ever dated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was always younger, blondes, you know what I mean? Always get in trouble, drama. Went brunette and older. Fucking look at that. No dramas. I'm telling you, it's all women, Sam. All blondes.
All women.
All
And
women.
all men are the
All
fucking same
women.
too. Oh, fucking hell. Check his phone.
I'm fucking hopeless for
Yeah,
females.
it is what it is. But look, we're not far off. It was originally going to be 4 shows, but then I cut it to 3 because one was an open show. But now I'll just do 2.
Mhm.
It's just I'm away for 2 weeks. Then it's easy. It's still amazing. It's still fun.
Yeah.
It's still getting cut your teeth. And look, the reality is I'm not scaring anyone in any top positions yet.
Yeah.
It's just to hopefully get the feedback where they say, we like your shape, we like your balance, we like we like stuff. You're just not big enough, bro. You're like, cool. If that's, I could do that. And
Yeah.
I was going to get bigger anyway. So if they like lots about you, except you're just not big enough, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Even if they said you were big enough, I was going to try and get as big as possible anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping. Just the feedback from pro judges standing next to pros and see if we get the same feedback that we got as an amateur standing next to amateurs. And if we do, then we're on the right track. We'll take some serious time off and I'll probably head over and do your circuit next, Cam.
Yeah, well, that was what kind of my last year was all about too, was just
Mm.
getting up there and seeing how you compared to the
Yeah.
other pros. So
It's nice to look balanced on an amateur stage, but the majority is against unbalanced people.
Mm.
And then when you see in the pro stage, 50% of people have really good fucking shape and balance, and they're big.
And they're big,
So,
yeah. They're
yeah, you're like, okay,
fucking
am I going to
huge,
get the
dude.
same feedback, or
Yeah.
or is it going to be like,
Yeah.
what's the fucking deal with all of this shit? So
Just the experience alone doing a pro show, so you know what to expect next time.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool, like after the pro shows, like Tyler or the head judge, in my case it was Tyler, but he'll come backstage after the show and
Mm.
he'll talk to you and he's got a notepad, clipboard of like
Yeah,
everyone, and
that's
he'll
sick.
he'll tell you. So
Yeah,
that was after the Texas show. I got some good feedback from him. So
that's mad. That's what the head judge did at the Amateur Olympia. He came back to all the overall winners and just, yeah, that was the feedback he gave then. He just goes, look, he goes, love the shape, love everything you're bringing. He goes, you just need to get bigger. He goes, and find a little bit sharper on the conditioning. And he goes, it'll be good to go. And I'm like, all right, cool. How much bigger we
Yeah.
know? Clearly,
Mm.
another few kilos on this, but yeah, like you say, just be nice. It's like, everybody has something to say to everyone. They win the pro card to take time off. So you're like, well, all right, I'll go straight into it then. People have got something to say about that, or why wouldn't you take time off? Because you bag out everyone that takes time off trying to get bigger, and then someone goes, oh, well, fuck it, but it just, it is what it is. But I
Can't,
think
you can't please
Dan had the
everyone.
right idea, and that's sort of the same frame of mind I'm in as well. Get that feedback, and then I'll basically have like 14, 15 months until the next season. So I've basically got
Yeah.
like 10 months of growing to do. So that'll be a real
Yeah.
proper. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. A few pushes and breaks.
And I definitely think the urgency too of having these deadlines keeps
Yeah.
you on having an extended off season like past 18 months. I think it's just not wasting your time.
I'll just lose interest. I'll find
Yeah.
myself just training hard. I won't be
Yep.
fooding hard.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I
like
reckon
that.
like you're saying, the off season, I reckon I have to maybe compete in the next year. I don't know if I can last 2027 off season. I'm already over it. It's so hard being heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah. Whatever your heaviest is, a kilo above that kills you.
Yeah, yeah. It's literally like you tick over that one notch, you're like I'm fucked now.
Yeah, and it'll happen like overnight. Like
Yeah.
you'll be rolling with the food, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm
I
not
don't
hungry
know.
anymore.
I don't know how I.
It's like,
I know I had like a huge cheat meal and did some like for a week push through hard stupid to touch 125, but I think I averaged like 120 last off season. But now I'm been like a month at 122 and a half. I'm gonna try to push up to hit that 125 again. I'm struggling.
mm,
You can feel when you're at your heaviest too. Like I knew I'd sort of walk upstairs to go to bed, and you're waddling your shit, and it's like I reckon I'm about 103 here, and yeah, I'd go to bed about 103, and I'm like, fuck, I might wake up over 100, and I'd have like a big piss and massive shit in the morning, be like 99.7, fuck. But you can feel whenever you're touching whatever that new weight. So for me, fully fed, wearing clothes, and that would be about 103, just over. You can feel when you're walking. You're like, just
yeah.
this is new territory here. This hurts.
Yeah, I just up my calories to. I'm upping them this week to 850 carb.
Yeah. Do you
Mm.
use insulin?
I'm on 20 Atlantis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might start doing some pre and post soon. But I wasn't 750 carb, but I'm up to 850, but I dropped 50 grams of protein. So I went from 500 protein, I dropped it to 450.
Yes.
That's still a lot, dude.
That's a lot of protein, isn't it?
Now, I'm on 100, I'm doing 100 grams of fat a day.
Maybe if you even pull your protein down a little bit more, you'd be able to get your food in easier.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll go for this week, see how I go.
Yeah.
Weekends are the hardest because I sleep in.
Yeah.
The work days, I'm fine, especially gym days, but like weekends, I'm just like, because I wake up late and I have my breakfast, and then like an hour and a half, max 2 hours later, I'm already eating pre-gym meal.
Yeah.
Weekends are the hardest, man. Weekends are the hardest because like you do something with the kids or whatever, Next thing you know, sort of like 3 or 4 hours have gone by. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
I need to hurry up and eat.
Yeah, like well, in prep weekends are fine because
yeah,
I'll happily go like if I can be distracted and not eat for
yeah.
a while. I'll be like, oh sweet.
I fast like
This is
fuck over the
sweet.
weekend.
Yeah. And then
It's
like you can just
completely
like
different.
yeah.
I'm thinking next off season to keep that balance though, is I might basically do high days Monday to Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, just 3 meals a day at like 3,300 or 3,500 or something like that, but then try and eat my 4,700 or whatever it ends up being Monday to Friday. Use work and getting up earlier and that as my schedule to eat more. And then just sort of 2 lower days to sort of build up a bit of appetite and that. So I might try and build that in the off season and see if I can last a bit longer.
Well, my rest days are pretty well like just maintenance calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like just take out like and stuff, or do you change?
Yeah, I'll pull intra. It's normally like a 200 gram carb drop from
Yeah.
training day to rest day.
Let's say,
And then tiny bit of fats.
Yeah.
Or bring the fats up a little bit, but not like 10, 15 grams.
yeah, I'll pull like 50 to 60 carbs from pre and post.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'm not having my intra carbs. And that's 200 carbs.
Yeah. I just stop the which would be like in the off season, like a pomegranate juice or something like that.
And I only really use like 50 grams of intra anyway. I can't really any more than that. I start feeling a bit sick.
Yeah.
But what do you use? I just use the POM juice, and I'm
Well, I've
fine.
got the from the sub store. I've just got the pure carbs,
Is that the normal dextrin or
just
the
the
cyclic
Gentech one,
dextrin?
the Gentech one. It's just
Yeah,
like
I'm the same. If I go over about 20 grams of that, I'm full as fuck. Like they
what I
never.
find actually digests really well is just like a Maximus, a Maximus or a Powerade. They're like
Yeah,
the intra there that's the best.
yeah.
I just eat lollies.
Doing the staminate powder with pomegranate juice.
I
I
never
just eat,
got to that. I never got to that stage.
I just eat milk bottles. Milk bottle kick at the moment.
I used as an excuse to eat snakes once.
Yeah.
Oh, I need some
It's
carbs.
pretty fast digesting. Like diabetics use jelly beans when they crash.
Yeah, yeah, jelly bean, and they're pretty yummy.
And then I'll eat like one lolly after every exercise. Done. 8 milk bottles a session.
I like that. Well, you can be a power lifter, just sit there with a box of cereal, just eating that out. Like,
I've got my little container, like my little Tupperware I take, walk around with the lollies in it. I already drink my favorite EAAs. I don't like thick water. I know you start getting high in carbs, the water gets too thick.
Yeah.
It's not hydrating enough, so I like keeping my water thin, so I eat the lollies.
I wouldn't even have carbs on leg day. I
No,
was
no,
even in off season I won't do that either. No.
see, I can eat the lollies. I can eat the lollies.
Nah, I can't. I don't even like EAs. I like just having plain water on leg day. I feel sick.
Yeah,
It makes
I
me
know what
feel
you mean.
sick, yeah.
You know when you drink like the flavored water, like anything quarter, it almost tastes like your mouth goes drier.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
water. Yeah, that's what I was. When I got done that set of panada and I was pushing to the next level, I actually was like a bit of stars and I felt like nauseous in the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how's drag up Solomon?
I don't have any. I can put a back shot up. Maybe I can I'll send it to you, Andrew.
That last one looked fucking super cool.
I'll send it to you, Andrew.
About a week ago.
Just put it on the chat. I'll open it in the chat.
Yeah. Can show you what he looks like today, actually.
We got a few. I got 2 questions on
Oh, fuck, I
anonymous.
put up a
Ca-
question.
current cycles. We just said what's all our current cycles.
Here we go.
I don't like calling them cycles because we don't go back to them. You know, it's like it's a course that ends in the same.
Here you go. Fucking listen up. You fucking whoever asked that. And this way, it's full disclosure, honesty, no bullshit. It's 875 test, 700 primo, 5 IU of GH. That's it.
You can get primo.
Old, I had supply. I've got two left, 2 bottles left. I'm fucking, I'm ruined. I'm hoping I can find some more.
Hang on.
I'm on about 800 tests because I've had to go a bit higher because I can't get master anymore. I'm doing 500 EQ and 200 Deca.
Decker mess with your head, but I don't like Decker in me, man.
6 IUGH. I just have that 1 mil just for the cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking that was I pulled Decker and just pumped up the test. And yeah, I enjoy that. So I just do the 2. But yeah, 5 IU of GH, 2.5 morning and night.
Yeah, and I do because he said, "Do I do GH 5 and 2?" I do just 6 IU daily every night. I do it all pre-bed.
You do 1 hit, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 hit. My hands though, they get pretty numb now.
If I did 6 in 1 hit, yeah, I'd be a crab. I'd be no good. No good at all. Is
I
this
sent a bunch of photos to
back and boom? Here we go. Give us a look at your big fella. How nice are his little lad insertions there?
Yeah. They come
Okay,
out nice.
that stands out like crazy. That's a really nice shot, actually.
He's got a nice waist as well.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, from the front, his waist just disappears.
I like that twisting side, that twisting doubles. I like that's fucking.
Have you practiced the peak week yet?
We've done this is after one day at 900 grams of carbs. This was this morning. So we're doing another one today and see what it looks like tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck, he looks good.
Midsection's tight.
Nice and dry. What? How much liters of water is he drinking?
6 liters.
Yeah.
Salt?
Salts about what is it? 5,800.
Yeah. Like 2 grams of actual salt a meal.
Oh, I don't know. I just work out his sodium and potassium. Sodium's around 5,800, potassium's around 7,000.
Yeah, so you're running potassium is slightly higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, he looks good, man.
Yeah, he's conditioned, ready to roll.
Yeah.
And his skin's thin on his back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at
That
that.
doesn't
Look at
happen.
the,
So it always stands out when it happens because not a lot of guys get it.
that's good. If you can replicate,
Mm.
and obviously he's not. Is he deloading for this peak week? This practice week?
Yeah. So this is his last week of like I'll pull his sets back a little bit this week,
Yeah.
and then we'll just deload sessions
Yeah.
before he,
Yeah, so he
before
might
the
look
show.
even better when he's fully not fatigued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got good sharp lines, like around his pecs are like really like hard
Mm.
edge lines around the shoulder. Like I
I
say,
just
I
need,
think
I need to
like
get him to work on how like posing his legs.
Yeah. He can turn on his legs better in that pose.
you can see the skin's thin, but we can't see anything. So yeah, I think you're right. It's just a posing thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from a fat loss perspective, like job done.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like when you got that lower back, that leans and the top
Yeah.
between the lower back and top glutes.
Look how high his Christmas tree goes, eh?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's gonna look really cool on stage, man.
Mm.
So he's done a really good job, man. First prep.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Well, there you go. He's gonna verse the classic overall guy that we just saw today. You'll have to verse him at nationals.
I know. What's it? Queensland's going to be a very competitive.
Yeah, Queensland's gonna be a good show.
Very competitive classic lineup.
Queensland's got the best of everything, man. Queensland's always the best talent.
New South Wales as well.
Mm.
New South Wales always has good shows.
Queensland just has the numbers, I think. Yeah, there's just always
Yeah,
good people because there's always tenfold people in every division.
And we've got the worst gyms here too.
Makes sense.
We have the
I tell you
most-
what, we just
the
need
most
to get about
competitors with the
6 of
worst
us
gym.
together. We get about 6 of us together and we'll just build a fucking a gym the way we want it.
Except for Powerhouse now. Powerhouse.
Powerhouse is good.
But
Powerhouse is good.
yeah.
Empire's good. This good one's I want to know what that new one on Brisbane Road, the one that got bombed just before it opened. Do you about that
Oh,
one?
really? No.
There's a new gym opening on Brisbane Road, like just down from Empire. And it was about to open, and that you could like join a early email thing and get like a cheaper membership and that. And it was literally only a couple of weeks off being open. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna secretly just join and just sneak off there and have no one
What
know.
was the name of
So
it?
you don't join, Sam. You say, I'll come to your gym and I'll tag you and I'll get you followers, but you give me free membership.
No, I don't want anyone to know I'm there.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the Empire. Everyone's just getting too friendly, man.
Yeah, but you pull everyone to the new gym and then you go back to
There you
Empire.
go. No, well, somebody drove like a fucking shitty old Ford Falcon straight through the fucking front windows and then set the car on fire. So they got, I don't know who they know and who they've upset, but
Do you know
that's
Dan's
not
gym?
just, hey?
Do you know Dan's gym in SA?
No, you were talking about that the other week.
That will finalise. He's sold his 3 gyms now, so that's going to be more members at Derrimut's and Rideaway gyms now.
Yeah, actually,
We don't have enough like you guys. We don't have enough like one-off gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have franchise gyms. That's the problem.
Do you have any cardio equipment at home?
I've got a recumbent bike, but I've given it to my mum at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
not
need to
really.
look at getting like a bike or a recumbent bike or something like that, or a elliptical.
Mine was like $450. It's good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just eventually, like, I mean, I'm heavier, but eventually it started getting a bit rattly, and I had to tighten up bolts again. but it's pretty good. Like
It's a surprise.
last
Are you
time I
doing
went,
any off-season cardio?
not at the moment.
Nah.
No, because I try to move around and work a bit as much as I can. I'm still getting 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
But that's cardio for me.
Yeah.
The walking's, I'm puffing. Like even just like say I bring the shopping in, I'll only bring 2 bags up the stairs at a time. So I've got to make sure I do like that's like 4 trips.
8, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got to do that. I try to. It's just like I'm trying to maximize sleep. I'm just like literally sleeping till I have to wake up and go to work.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll leave it. I mean, I want to do it, but I've got this fucking stupid hip issue as well. It's like I can't even do a back double at the moment. I've got like my hips just so jammed up still from Japan doing all those steps.
Yep.
Massive to hip flex. It doesn't affect me training, but like trying that you twist your back legs in to pull the hamstrings in and tilt back. As soon as I tilt back and stretch that hip flex stretches, like, like there's all this my leg just collapses.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting the physio to look at that, and I keep releasing it every day. Like, I
nerves.
went and got a dry needle the other day. He used the 75 mil needles, and I was bouncing off my muscle. So, bro, how do you get so fucking tired?
You're a leather shoe. You're a shoe.
Once
Have you ever used Michaela up here, Cam?
Sorry?
Have you ever used Michaela up here?
No.
Fuck, dude. I use it. Logan started using it, and he's like, dude, it's pretty painful, but like areas like his forearms and that were like better in one section that he's been. Okay, I'll give her a go. So I gave her a go a week and a half ago or whatever, and yeah, she found some fucking weird spots, man. And
is that dry needling?
Nice, hey.
Dry needling, yeah.
Needling, cupping, and a lot of like just like fascial release shit where she digs in, finds weird spots, and gets you to move, and you fucking
yeah.
The cups with the
moving. Act like
some...
you're not hurting because you're trying to be like tough and cool, but fuck, dude, there was a few times I was like, oh yeah, this isn't.
I had some treatment on Thursday. Yeah, and so like he grabbed my trap and he like massaged my trap, and then my whole head just went because it was just that tight.
She got my right one, but she found like in that armpit, that lat fucking thing in there. Man, so she's pulling your arm out, so your lat's out, and she's fucking driving her shit in that.
Yeah, this massage that I got, it's not a massage, actually, it's treatment. It's not pleasant.
It's not.
Like, it's an hour of hurt, but it's actually really good. And it's not something you can do every week. It's like a 4-week thing. Yeah.
Well, she's pretty adamant. Don't train. The areas I've worked on, don't train them for 2 days.
Yeah.
And the day after, like you're like, I wouldn't be able to train lats if you wanted to. Like, they're fucked. So you could do it every week.
I've got 3 people I see. Every fortnight I see Esther, who does more like I'll loosen up your shoulders or whatever. And then every other fortnight I'll see Eddie, who does just dry needling. Then about once a month, once every 3 weeks, I see Yuri, who's the full body deep tissue.
Yep.
But yeah, that like you said, everyone's like, lucky you get your massage. I'm like, so lucky. I'm like, it fucking hurts. You leave a deep tissue massage feeling like you're leaving the gym.
Yeah, you feel sick. Yeah. I'll always come home and sleep after it because I feel sick.
Yeah.
Have you done the cups where they put the cups on and then stretch the joint where the cups are on?
Yeah.
It feels like your skin's ripping. Oh.
I've had that done once where he put the cups on and then used that like by rubbing that up and down your quads and that. And the suction's not super tight and that, but it's like a cross, almost ticklish.
Yeah.
Hurting. That was kind of weird.
Do the ones where
did a whole lot though.
She shortens me like this. She puts all the cups on my chest and shoulder, then stretches me out and stretches me back and keeps going like this. And you feel the skin like stretch under the cup, and you're like, oh, it was like sunburns ripping.
Yeah, that would.
And then the scraper tool as well.
Yeah.
When your muscles fresh, it's not like, oh yeah, I can handle these. You go over a fucking tight spot, you're like, fucking Jesus. It feels like someone's grating your skin with a cheese grater.
I'm gonna get quads done next session with her, I think, and I don't know if I'm really gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna go with that. I'm already scared.
How's your guys like external rotation? Because like I'm actually struggling to get my back lat spread now. My shoulders so tight, I can't even get my hands around my back.
Mine's getting better now. Like my posing was good this week only because I dropped like 3 kilos, so it's like it's better.
Yeah.
But I get really jacked up when I in Aussie.
Did you see my reel today?
No?
I couldn't. I'm trying to do the.
Yes, I've seen it.
I'll show you the video.
I've
No,
always had really good scap mobility though. Like my scapula, even when I'm at my biggest, they can still move normal. So I've been lucky with things like lat spreads and that. Like they
I have
don't.
my right side will get jacked up when I'm trying to do my front lat spread.
Yeah,
Like I can feel it, like it's just tighter than the left side, and I can't get this lat out as far as I can the left side.
yeah. I've noticed my right side looks a little bit shallower because my right trap, and you don't
Yeah,
know it, but you're like this.
yeah, yeah.
And like you're like, I'm doing the best lat spread ever. And I look at the photos, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I all twisted up? But no, if anything, my scap mobility's made my lat spread better than what my actual lats are. So I'm thankful for it. If I actually had good lats as well, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah,
It'd be a dangerous pose.
you got good lads.
No, I've got a good lat spread. The lats are just, they're okay.
Look at me struggle. You
You're full.
go. Oh yeah,
You're fucking full.
definitely full. Here we go.
Yeah, you can't get that.
Trying to reach
Hey,
around.
your back looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's come up a heap, hey.
Yeah, I think I'm like reading Grimes though. I always lose heaps of my size in the cut.
It's hard when you are really good in one area, like if you're really good at the front to have a back that can match it, or good in the back to have a front that can match it. Yeah, because I feel I'm the same. I think my back detail and my legs from the rear are better than my front shots.
Mm.
It has, because there's more, I think because the back has a lot of detail, it makes the back seem like there's a lot of pop, and then from the
Yeah.
front, yeah, the legs don't look as big as they do from the rear and the front. You're like, oh, yeah, your arms look a bit better from the back as well, bro. Like,
My back looks shit until it's like shredded.
and then,
That's
yeah,
that's why you
Yeah.
want it to look good anyway.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
like
Who cares
Your
how
like
much?
glutes,
just
your
yeah.
glutes come in early and then your back's later, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm the opposite to you.
Mm.
Yeah, my back's in, but then my glutes are fucking, I'm just crossing fingers at about 3, 4 weeks out. I'm starting to see them good about 4 weeks out. It's like, okay, we're fine. I know I'll make it. I need some lines to start coming across at about 4 weeks out.
Yeah, my lower back and glutes, I'm always shitting myself. I'm like, they're not coming in, and then they come in. Yeah. That's where I hold it the most as well, lower back and glutes. That's where most of my fat is.
Mine's my glutes, man. Fat ass.
Yeah.
I
Ghetto
swear I'm
booty.
this massive dumpy, and then when I get on stage, I'm like, I actually almost need more in the glutes, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. You can walk around with
Yeah, you
huge,
think they're
huge
huge.
ass in the off
The
season.
problem is in the off season when you are pushing weight, it's the first thing that gets jacked up and pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glutes, and you're like, I don't want to train them with fucking my lower backs. Your tight glutes just pull on your lower back.
Yeah, I've been
But
really.
seeing like big glutes and legs, like how huge is William Bonak's like
Yeah.
his glutes and his hamstrings and leg, like it's just wild.
Yeah.
Like Kai Green.
Yeah,
Down the
literally,
bottom.
like yeah,
Big
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's up next? So Detroit?
Well, how's that? The photo of oh no, we spoke about that
In
before.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh next.
yeah.
Which one?
Pittsburgh.
Was that before I got on?
Oh no, we're talking about Martin and
Oh,
the
that
photo.
one.
Yeah,
Yes.
Martin before. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
sick.
Pittsburgh's next, is it?
Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, they got Arnold. You got Arnold Brazil.
No, Arnold Brazil, which
Vito's-
Vito, yeah,
Vito's going to be
competing
hard
there,
to
yeah.
fucking touch there.
What else? Is Horse MD
Well, I
doing
don't
it?
think anyone's even doing it.
The Horse MD?
I don't know anyone that's doing it besides Vito, man. Some local Brazilians.
I tell you what, Horse was a disappointment. When I saw him in Romania, he was okay conditioned and prejudging, and he went soft as shit by finals.
Are his arms all jellied up?
I don't know, but he
They
wasn't
look
like.
fucking.
There's a reason he
in
got
person when I
fourth.
saw 'em, they look
Mm.
fucking weird.
He's got potential though, because he actually like prejudging. I'm like, oh, fuck, he actually like he's bigger than I thought. And then he came in worse at finals. I was like, oh, he's lost it.
He's got a sick shape. Yeah, he's got a heap of
Mm.
potential, man. Fucking heaps. His legs are fucking sick.
If he
Over
came in peeled, he would have won Romania, sure.
His legs are wild, man.
He's over there in Brazil making too much money to worry about getting
Yeah.
fit.
He's running restaurants and fucking all sorts. He's making money. He's good. He's a good looking dude. He's not struggling.
Yeah. And he's probably got like 10 nice looking women all around him with his wellness girls.
Hey, that's where the real wellness girls are. You got to
Yeah.
listen to the fucking wellness girls just out of school. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
All those girls over there, they'd come out of fucking high school and they'd be already, way better conditioned than fit models.
Yeah, they've fucking got better legs than fucking
Yeah.
me. Cunts.
Yeah, they're thick. They're definitely thick. And another question we got was someone wanted us to talk about more eccentric loading. He said, "What are the benefits of eccentric lifting?" Because there's not enough. He reckons there's not enough talk about that subject.
I think it's better for like injuries, healing injuries and stuff, isn't it? So like you
Or just the
coming back,
eccentric. So I think he's talking about
Well, he's talking about
the
stretch,
down
like
the down part of the motion, the eccentric part of the motion.
yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean everything's got to be controlled.
Well, I focus on that more than the contraction. Like I'm just like get up, get the weight off,
My
and then I'll worry
contraction's
about
much
more
more
controlling the back.
yeah
Mm.
explosive. The only reason it's slow is because the load you have on, but
Yeah.
the eccentric is controlled.
But
I
like,
kind of think of the eccentric as like building tension, and then concentric's like
You want to
pulling
spring out.
pulling through it. Yeah.
If
the
you've
more-
got a position you need to be in to launch out of chest, that is your like time to load into that perfect motion. If
Mm,
you're just dropping it, and sometimes your elbows are down here, sometimes they're here, sometimes one's higher than the other, like yeah, you're going to injure something, and two, you're
yeah.
losing strength, and
I
then
hate it.
you're using a combination of everything to do the concentric instead of loading what you're trying to load most.
Yeah, you cringe when you see like young kids doing bench and they just drop it every rep. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
It's okay. The bar hit
Shit.
it pretty hard.
But I know from what I studied in uni was the eccentric loading is when the fast twitch muscles are activated most and the most motor units because you're also 40% stronger in the eccentric position.
Yeah. I thought
So
it was 30. It's 40, is it?
yeah, it's 40.
Yeah.
But obviously it would depend on the person, but as a
Give or take.
rough thing. But so that's why it actually, if you're in the off season, you're trying to really push a growth phase, it can be helpful to someone to help you get the contraction and you lower the weight, maybe just the last like 3 reps or something. It can obviously help. Obviously, it's going to endure more fatigue. So
Yeah.
you got to monitor that. If you're going to do one top set, maybe, or on your second set, do it, but don't do the third set because that's obviously that third set recovery time you're eating into.
If you want to talk about longevity with joints, longevity with ligaments and tendons and everything, you have to eccentric load. You have to.
Yeah.
You know, the likelihood of something going wrong, bouncing out the bottom all the time. I don't care if it's only triceps or whatever, like that. You're just increasing your likelihood that something's going to happen. That's all.
The thing is, well, if you're only bouncing on joints, you're going to use a lot of stretch cycle reflex, which is tendon strength, which is not your muscle. You always want that controlled stop, push off. You don't want to use the momentum.
If you have to stop the weight, that's entirely joint stress.
Yeah.
Ligaments and tendons. Yeah, and that's what everyone does. They get on the leg press. Oh, PBs today. They go down halfway. Fucking go up. You're like, well, that's literally, that your joints stops that and got everything moving, and then just your body used a combination of quads, glutes, abs, neck, fucking cut, everything to do the concentric. Everything is in that.
All this is gone by the studies, but like it doesn't matter how the speed. Like they said, over 4 seconds starts being too long, then you just unnecessary fatigue. But they say like as long as 1 second to 4 second, it's all the same. As long as it's in a controlled form, you have the same effect. So there's no everyone goes so super slow now. It's not about going super slow. It's just about you have the weight. You can literally stop it wherever you want.
Yeah.
That's not momentum throwing you down.
You don't want to stop it.
Yeah.
You don't want to stop a movement. You want to lower into a position.
Yeah.
And I'm probably about 2 to 3 seconds. I'll start a set at, say, 2 seconds. Say it's something with a longer travel distance, like legs. Say you're doing a pendulum squat or a hip press or something like that, and it's a long travel distance for range of motion. I'll probably start the set at around a 2-second eccentric, but then when I'm really struggling, I'll slow it down to about a 3-second eccentric.
And it feels like 10.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just, yeah, but I seem to just control that more and just make sure I'm really in the right position. Everything's like fucking squeezing out of that.
Yeah.
So
And
my
then like,
eccentrics get slower the further my top sets go on.
and then everything feels like you're gonna die. And
Oh,
you
it's
get off,
horrible.
you get off and you watch the video and you're like, fuck, I could have done more. It doesn't even look like it was that
Yeah.
hard. It's just like, it's just
You're
like,
like, that negative's nowhere
it's like,
near as slow as I
mm,
was fucking counting.
The videos don't reflect how you feel in the set. Like you
no
said,
way.
I'll watch it back sometimes. I'm like, oh, I reckon I look like I could have got one more then. But in my head, I was like, fuck. Push it. When you train like us and you control it, it's literally night and day. It's literally you get one good rep and the next one you're not getting it. Because we use so much, we're so connected, especially on like a heavy thing like a leg press. That one last one, and then that last bit of effort to control it down slow, you can't even get it back up. It's literally like I've made a rep and then that's it, I'm done. Right? Whereas you see people that are more novice, they can keep pushing out reps. You're like, oh yeah, you can go one more, you can go one more, you can go one more. And you're like, how many one mores? I'm like, I don't know what you got to do.
You're still going.
Keep going. But when you get to our level, we know we've pushed as hard as we can. It's one rep, and then that's it. We're dead.
There was a really good post. Jaden made a really good post the other day about people doing like reps in reserve. And like if you see on your plan 1 to 3 reps in reserve, he's like, I don't think people realize that's basically failure.
Yeah.
Like what to go 1 to 3 reps in reserve, it feels like this is your last rep. If you tried one more, you probably wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Like that's where you need to go. And most people are like, oh yeah, that's 3 reps in reserve. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah, I don't like that reps in reserve conversation. Like how everyone's like, oh, you thought you had 1 rep in reserve, but you really had 5. I don't really get down with that conversation because I think if you're a bodybuilder and you're not doing that, then you're probably not a good bodybuilder. So like it's
everything
I don't think it's really more for like a gen pop conversation. It's not for a bodybuilding conversation.
Everything I do is either I fail on that rep or the next one's going to fail.
Yeah.
You get it up and you're like, if you're there with Fred, if I was there with one of us or someone strong, you're like, oh, fuck it, let's go one more. But most of the time you're not. You're with just a regular person or you're on your own. You're like, yeah, that's the last rep.
Yeah, like if we're all there with you and you do the one more, it's like we'll just like maybe give it a few taps so you can get those points.
Just keep moving.
And then that's it. Yeah.
Or dumbbells. I'll always take dumbbells because I don't care if I fail. You drop them.
Yeah.
I'll always take dumbbells to the end.
Like what I mean is I don't think there's any bodybuilders who are training with 5 reps in reserve thinking that they're at failure or thinking that they're at 1 rep or 2 reps in reserve.
That's because all the bodybuilders that are actually bodybuilders just train.
It's all gen tech. I mean gen tech. It's all gen pop. Gen tech. Gen pop.
With Gen Pop, I don't talk about reps in reserve. I just take it. I just say I want you to feel like that's your last rep. If you would try and get one more, you're not getting it. Yeah. So that's where I want you to be. Because they're probably not even really going to get there, but at least if you give them anything to make an excuse, I want 3 reps in reserve. Oh yeah, they'll just hang up. They'll just hang up a machine. Oh yeah, that was definitely only 3 left.
Yes. I had a kid the other day. I was training with him, and he's like, "I'm like, I'll do 12 of this." I'm like, "I reckon you can get 12 of that weight." And he got 12, and he's like, he stopped. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You said 12." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We'll aim for that, but you can get more." He's like, "All right." He picked it back up, kept going. He got 5 more. He's like, "How many more?" I'm like, "I don't just go, just keep going, keep going. You can't do any more."
Do a set of 25.
You almost feel bad, like when like you start lowering your volume, or like Dean will say, like if you're at 3 weeks out, he's like, okay, we're going to work it from 2 reps in reserve now. Like I don't want you going anywhere past that, or I don't want you going past 3 reps in reserve. This will be like 3 weeks out from the show. Yeah. Then you start feeling bad. You're just like fucking just leaving reps on the table. Like, but it's necessary.
This fucks with your head though.
Yeah.
What I normally do in that stage, then I just like ramp volume back and just start doing top sets.
Yeah.
I'd just rather go to failure and just do the one. Because I said, then you start questioning, like, was that 3 or 4 to failure? Oh, shit. It just starts messing with you. This is
you can kind of gauge off your last week's performance.
Off your progression.
Yeah.
You've got good rough ideas.
But if you feel like a good day, you're like, man, I swear I could have got like 5 more reps.
I'll just won't do as many like working sets. I like to lower that way coming close to show. I won't do 2 working sets. I'll just do 1 because like you, it's like I don't want to leave reps out there So
Yeah.
I'll just still go to almost failure, but then I'll just leave it at one set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm back off that way.
For me, I go to failure, and I'm like, to me, it feels like if I had a gun in my head, then I could get one more. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I like being there. I like knowing the next rep's gonna fail.
yeah. Now, I don't mind, like, obviously on the correct exercise where it's safe to do so, trying that last rep and see if you can get it. Like on like a single leg press, I'm like, and I'll push it up, and I'll get like a 20% up, and I'm not pushing that up, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only stuff I stop on where I could continue to move weight is back day. Because I know there's a certain point where it's becoming all arms.
Yeah,
At the start, it's like literally all back. You're like, all right, this is cool. And then it's a combination of back and arms. And then
Yeah.
you reach a point where you're like, you're trying to just move back. You're like, if I could get another 5, but I'm literally just doing bicep curls at that point. Like, so that's probably the only day where I could continue to move weight if I wanted to be impressive or whatever. But yeah, technically, I wouldn't be using my back anymore. So that's when I'll shut it down at like a mechanical failure or whatever you want to call it.
yeah, because all the young people, they'll when they start getting tired, their form just starts changing to get more reps. You know, no,
Yeah.
man, you
These
failed.
guys are
Put the
using
weight
all
down.
arms on the first rep of their back day. So
Yeah,
it's
how many people do you see rolling like this?
it's hard because I
And like
did
you're
the
not
same
even moving your
thing for
shoulder.
so many years. I really only learned how to connect my back about 4 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's changed. You look at the 2022 video of my back versus now. Like it's worked, but the reality is I've only been training back for 4 years. It's so far behind, you know. And that's what most people don't get. They're doing back day, they're pulling stuff towards them, but learning how to use your back is really fucking hard.
I know. I normally tell people to imagine pulling instead of pulling the weight back to you, pull yourself to the weight because that normally gets their chest out more.
Yeah.
When you
This is
pull yourself
further
into
now.
something, it's different than pulling something. When you pull towards you, you generally cave in. Whereas when you
Yeah.
pull yourself to, you pull out up like you have the proper form. So I
Mm.
normally say pull towards the handles, like pull yourself in.
And let your shoulders move.
Yeah, yeah. You want the
You want
retraction.
your shoulders to go forwards and your shoulders to
Yeah, that's
and a lat spread. You want your shoulders to go up and down.
Mm,
Like
mm.
it's a lot of
I
people.
kind of think like retract first and then pull.
yeah,
A lot of people have certain ideas. They're like, okay, keep the elbow tight, but then everything's like locked in, and they're literally
yeah.
the only thing. It's like, cool, your elbow's tight. Is I get it, but you're still not actually training lats. You're just doing
Yeah.
like a hammer drag curl with bicep, and it's fucking hard because you can't see it in the mirror. You can't touch it, like a leg extension. You can't touch it when you train, and yeah, it does take a lot of feel, man. And yeah, back is probably the only one, yeah, where you have to know when it's like, okay, that's mechanical failure. I'm no longer using my back to do the majority of the movement.
What's it like up in like Queensland? We use that, but I feel like Adelaide. There's just nobody trains intensely anymore. Everyone's just like way too slow, and they're doing this job, but they're not lifting nowhere near heavy enough, and they're just worried about form way too much, and it's being like too
There's
square
heaps
with
of that.
everything. And just
Yeah.
no one yelling. Everyone's just like they train in their comfort zone.
We got a pretty good thing happening here at Powerhouse.
Yeah.
But that's
With
like
the guy
the good
with the guys I train with.
But what are all the like?
Yeah, that's
the
a
90% of the 90% of the other 90% of the gym.
Oh yeah, they're all just
Yeah. No,
well, you gotta remember though, 90% of the gym are Gen Pop people.
Yeah. But when I first started gym, I
like-
was still like a cycler. I'm like, I'm gonna lift this as hard as I can. I'm trying to go hard.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see that anymore. I just don't see any young kids like going after it.
Mm.
Like back in the day, I was like, how much can you press? And you three mates would go, like, I'll do more than you.
We used to do a 100 kilo rep challenge.
Yeah.
So like it was 100 kilos for 100 reps. And the first person to get there. And you just take as many sets as you can to get there.
Okay,
what exercise?
Yeah.
Bench.
Oh, bench press, yeah. It's like 100 kilos doing 100 reps. And like the first person to get there with the least amount of sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be terrible at that.
Cam would just pump it out in one set, wouldn't you? One hand.
Have you got a good bench?
You'd roll to failure. Like, so the first set you'd get like 15, 20, like 15, 20 reps. And the next set you'd get like 6. And then you're doing like one.
That'd be me.
Then you might get a bit of like, some of that fatigue might drop off and you might get like a 3 rep set. and it just takes forever. But it was the stupid shit we used to do. It was fun though.
Yeah.
But I remember doing things like me and my mate would do like the car, the calf raise, the one with you stand up, the pads are here, the old school
Yeah.
calf raise. We'd be like, all right, we'll do 10 reps each. We'll start at the pin at the bottom, go all the way to the end of the stack, then all the way
Up
back
and down
up.
the
Try
stack.
and get 10 reps
Right.
each one. You're like, yeah.
I still give some of that to people with biceps. I
I
go,
don't
"Yeah,
see
find a cable, put it on one pin, do 10, one pin down, do 10, and just see how low you can go.
I don't see any of that shit anymore.
30 seconds rest, and then fucking just AMRAP on every plate back. And just and that's the end of biceps. Yeah, some of the girls.
Oh, a lot of the fun's lost from bodybuilding though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, everyone's just like,
Everything's like scrutinized on Instagram. So
everyone wants to know, like,
a lot of the fun
everybody
stuff's going.
yeah,
everybody wants to know what the best thing is, so I know I can only do that. You're like,
yeah.
but they're all the best things. Some of these strip sets on the leg press and that, is it really the best for growth? I don't know, but I mean,
But
when
it's,
you're just balls deep in a set of two cunts screaming and spitting at
Yeah.
you, plates off, like, it's a pretty fucking wild
Yeah.
place to be.
But that's why it's good for growth, because it teaches you mental things that you
Yeah.
need to know because you can't. What we do like, okay, we can only do 4 sets a week on quads. We know that because we've done all that. These kids are trying to. Oh, this is my recovery here. They're so worried about the little minutia things at such a young age when it's all irrelevant. They should just be going in there and busting ass.
Do you know,
Training chest today. Let's go ham on chest. Next day, they're like, oh, what are you going to train today, boys? Oh, let's do some back. Just go and have fun for a couple of years, build up some mass, then start being, oh, shit, I can't do this anymore because, I'm not actually recovering now. When you start hitting walls, then start getting more serious.
But apart from looking around and seeing the obvious competitors or people we know through the industry who all go pretty hard, outside of that, yeah, you really there's not a lot. But you'll always see like some new kid that's like 17 or something, built like your finger, just trying to lift everything. And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, if this kid's spine can take it, he's probably going to be a bodybuilder one day. Some just unassuming kid just trying to do everything. You're like, look, he's got the right idea, but I hope he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah, like you said, Cam, in a way, science has sort of ruined a bit because there's too much information out there now, and everyone just, like you said, Sam, that everyone wants the optimal program now.
Because the good physiques, people who are at the top end of the amateur world, and of even and anything further, it's great to use the science to perfect their craziness, the craziness that got them there, to just sort of look at, okay, maybe biomechanical movement here, maybe I wasn't moving my shoulders enough to train back or whatever. It's awesome to use that, but pretty much everything that got the physique to that point was pretty
Hard work.
And like sometimes you'll train with someone and they'll have a crazy body part. Let's say they'll have a crazy back, and the way they do their exercise is just like completely wrong. You're like, well, what the fuck am I going to say? Look at this, like your back's bigger than mine.
Your back's better
Well,
than
I'm not going to fucking tell you how to show your back.
That's right. You're like,
Everyone does that with Derek. You put up a Derek Lunsford video and people are like,
Yeah.
oh, half rep, he'd have a sick back. I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you want me to respond to that?
Perfect
His
example.
back has more thickness than all three of us guys combined.
Yeah. Perfect example. Look at all the fat dads in the shops with big calves.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
And it's like, but okay, so he's leaning forwards and leaning back. Have a look at where the load is. He's got no shirt on. You can literally see as he's leaning forwards, the load's literally he's catching it all in the shoulders forwards. And as he's leaning back, it's because if he was just to only do that, his back's so thick he gets nothing. So he sort of adds like in a bit of a hyperextension to the thoracic, not down to the lower spine. So when you look at it, you're like, the load is in the back, and then he's pulling back using his shoulders. So I don't know, you're looking at one movement and claiming you're a biomechanics guru. You're not actually even watching anything about what his muscles are doing and see, regardless of what he's doing, exactly what Cam said. It's like, his back's phenomenal, but then when you see everything move, it's like the load is entirely in his back.
Yeah, because Arnold and Ronnie used to do the seated cable rows full like they're doing a boat row. Full over and back. But who knows? Did that build his back, or did this 800-pound deadlift?
Watch perfect example. Watch Arnold's, and he used all arms.
Yeah.
But then you look at Ronnie. He leaned forwards and a little back, and watch how much movement, how much like 3D movement he has in his shoulders.
They just knew how to pull it with their back. Whereas someone that might do that same form, they're pulling it completely different. Like you said, It's
Yeah.
just, you got to know. But it comes with experience as well. Like, when we get an exercise now, all of us will like, you connect with that muscle that you're trying to work. Whereas everyone they literally just think, I've got to pull this handle to here. They're not even, they're not, they don't even have the musculature to even engage in their back. These junkies, they don't even know what they're doing because they can't feel it.
But I swear now too, like I was saying this the other day to one of the boys when we were training, like I'm getting so much more engagement in my chest than I've ever had before.
Yeah, same.
And like to the point where I'm getting, that like shoulder burn. You know, when you do laterals and your shoulders are just burning.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that in my chest now. Like after I do like a set of chest press or something. So like that's something I've never had before.
Yeah. So, I've always had that in my chest. Can you do
like,
the
I've
thing
never felt that before.
You do this?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
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 So you got good connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people that can do that can connect.
Yeah. My chest and back, like I say, it was like 4 years ago. And they're growing, like they're doing what Cam's saying now. Now my chest burns and my mid traps burn and my lats will burn. But you've got to recognize and go, wait a minute, I'm moving, I'm not using this muscle. So what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to teach myself and fucking using that muscle to do the negative? Like again, not back day. A lot of people that their arms doing the whole negative, all the tensions in the arm. And watch, you said side laterals. That's probably the most fucked one everyone's just lifting with their hands. It's just a hand. It's just a hand raise. Like no one's like using the delt to do the lift. It's tricky. But when someone does, you have a look at them. They look fucking awesome.
My back's still burning now from training this morning. I know when you get the delt burn because I start my push exercise with laterals, and then I pick up my drink bottle and stuff to walk to the next exercise, and my shoulders are burning. Like the drink bottle feels heavy. Like man, fucking my arms, I can't carry anything.
I always like finish, or I got like a back and shoulder day, and I always finish on shoulders, and then like my shoulders are burning. It's like I'm walking out to the car trying to hold my bag, and my shoulders are burning.
Yeah, you almost your arms alone feel too heavy.
You just want to let them hang. You just like,
Anyone who's got good connection muscle too gets better pumps. Yeah. They're the ones that seem to be like double the size when they walk out of the gym than what they walked in.
That's what I get massive.
Yeah, there's more blood like within that muscle they're targeted. Yeah. People that just train hard, they're eating they're eating 800 grams of carbs too. It doesn't look the same as when a good bodybuilder has a pump. You're like, bro, you have fucking doubled. I took a piss 30 minutes ago when I walked past you. Now I see you fucking double the size.
I'll do leg extensions now, and I can actually literally just feel like I could target just direct fem.
Yeah, I'm getting better with trying to do that with quads. Yeah, I'm trying to focus more on that and get it more like up in the hip and stuff as well.
Yeah, imagine trying to kick as I sort of kick the ball out. I try to even think about it from the hip first.
Sorry guys,
I'm the same. I got to shoot.
It's dinner. I was going to call it like 15 minutes ago, but we started on that tangent.
It's school tomorrow morning.
All right, take it easy, guys. Good one.
All right, see you later.